All right, here we are. We're going to do assignment 4-4 together. Okay, using the research function. I'm in the formatting directions. Notice there's no text to copy or paste. This is all done within the context of Google Docs. Okay, I'm going to start a document named 4-4. I've already named it. I'm going to insert a table. So I click on Table, Insert Table. I'm going to make it 2 by 8. So 2 columns, 8 rows. The first row, I select the first row, both cells, and I'm going to right click in there, Table Properties. I'm going to change the cell background color, change that to blue, and click on blue. Click OK. That's the first row, and then I'm going to second, third, fourth, fifth. I'm going to do the same to the fifth row. I selected both those columns. I'm going to go to Table Properties, change the cell background color to blue, and click OK. So in the first cell, first row, first column, I'm going to type the name Bill Gates. Black text on the dark blue background. Not very easy to read, so I'm going to select Bill Gates. And I'm going to change that text color to a white. Now I'm going to fill in some more columns of the first column with some labeling. I'm going to put images, info, and then quotes. I'm going to do the same underneath. Now the fifth row is student choice. So that's going to be a celebrity or someone famous of your own choosing. So we're going to do the same for that. Images, info, quotes. All right, we've got a simple table. We've got it all set up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use research. So over here, just to show you I was already working on that, I go to Tools. I come down to Research. Make sure it's in everything. And I'm going to type in Bill Gates and hit Enter, or just wait for it. It will automatically search. For that first image, I'm going to take that image and I'm going to drag that into the second column right across from Images. And it will insert a picture of Bill Gates. I can make this smaller, fit everything a little bit better. You have the option with any of these images, besides the resize and the rotation up here, you can also align it. So in this case, I'm going to center align. Now notice also too the little 1 next to the picture. At the bottom of the page, it's cited and where you got the picture to give correct credit for where that picture comes from. Automatically cites. Under Info, I'm going to select the first 5 categories from also known as to nationality on Bill Gates. So I'm going to click and drag across, and rather than right clicking and copying, I'm going to use my keyboard shortcut. It will not work with a right click. So in this case, you need to use Control+C. Going to click in that second column, third row down with Info, and do Control+V to get some quick information about Bill Gates in there. And next, I'm going to click for a quote from Bill Gates. Okay, your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning by Bill Gates. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click Insert. Notice it inserted it where the last place that I had my insertion point on the document. And again, it cited it at the bottom. Now, you can choose anyone that has this kind of information. So let's say I'll do someone in the news, Kanye West. Okay? So I'm going to type up here, and I'm sure there's plenty of pictures and quotes from this gentleman. Let's make sure that's spelled right. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of him. I'm going to drag it in, as I did with Bill Gates, into Images. Resize to fit a little better. I'm going to center that too. That looks a little better when it's centered. Under Info, I'll, again, like I did with Bill Gates, I am going to click and drag, and then use my keyboard shortcut, Control-C. Click in Info, Control-V to paste that in. And a quote across. I was never really good at anything except for the ability to learn. Now notice if I inserted it here, it would show up in this Info cell, which we want it here under quotes. So I'm going to click, make sure my blinking insertion point is in there, and click Insert on the quote. All right. Notice it went a little too far to fit everything on one page, so it's 2 pages, which is fine. It has automatically correctly cited both the picture and the quotes for both these gentlemen. Compared to the key, but your celebrity, mine, I put in Kanye West. You can put another one of your choosing, as long as you can find, you know, similar information, a picture, some info, and quotes. Now this is just a quick way to do research using Google Docs, using this research tool, which was the intent of this assignment. Check against the key and you're all done.